Hiya guys, and welcome to A Soul's Experience, a channel dedicated to helping the human race remember who we really are. In this video I want to take a close look at religion versus spirituality. Yes, there is a difference, and I've seen comedians and people in the media joke about people who say, oh no, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, as if it's, as if they're the same thing, and they're not the same thing. Believe me, I'm going to show you 10 reasons why spirituality is completely different from religion. Now, that's not to say there's anything wrong with religion or following a religion if you're doing it in a peaceful practice. There's nothing wrong with it. Me, myself, found a little bit too many limitations through religion and a lot more freedom through spirituality. Spirituality. I will get that word right. It just... it's like spaghetti on my tongue. Right, that's enough of that. The book's coming out and we're about to take a look at the 10 differences between religion and spirituality, in my opinion, and in some other people's opinions, I do believe. So let's take a look here. Hold your horses! Just before we look at the 10 reasons, I just want to read this little bit of paragraph here that I found. It was absolutely beautiful. It said that, if I was on the right page, it said that religion leads towards external objective experiences, like attending church or following rituals. Spirituality is inward focus, emphasizing inner understanding and a personal connection to the divine. I love that word, the divine, and the personal connection, because where we are all united on a universal and soul level, if you're doing your personal soul and light work, you're going to be affecting, the ripple effect goes out into the universe anyway. So if you could imagine 8 billion people all working towards the divine side by side, what this planet would be like. That's what spirituality can bring, baby. Oh yeah, but that's that. Now let's take a look at these 10 points I've been banging on about. Right. Number 1, religion is likely to cause separation versus spirituality, which is likely to unite. And this is very, very simple. The Christian church saying, you have to be Christian to be saved, to go to heaven. The Muslims saying, you have to believe in the Prophet Muhammad if you want to be saved and go to, go to where they're saved. I'm not too brushed up on the old religion. I don't know where they go. I think they get some virgins. But yeah, it's very separate. Buddhists are, we kind of don't believe in anything, but everything is God, and a bit more spiritual. The Buddhists I love the Buddhists out there, but yeah, it's likely to cause a lot of separation. The wars, the violence, the murders that have been caused due to religion. And spirituality likely to unite, because if you're really stepping into that spiritual place, it is a place of love and peace. Yes, there's turmoil, but turmoil towards changing for a more positive, stepping closer to the divine will unite all of us, because we are all the divine. Just letting you know that. Number 2, Western religions. I've put this Western religions, specifically, they say you got one chance. You got one life. If you get it wrong, you're damned, and that's it. If you get it right, you can spend eternity in heaven. Whereas spirituality versus spirituality, it's very, very commonly known in spirituality that we have multiple lives on multiple planets, Earth being one of the hardest ones. But I believe that I've read up on 2 other planets that are kind of like Earth in the whole universe. 3 really difficult planets, and the rest that you can reincarnate on is still more connected to the divine. So religion saying we've only got the one shot, don't mess it up, all blooming scary, and spirituality saying don't worry about it. You've 100 lifetimes to sort out the one problem. There's no such thing as time. We're here for eternity. Let's enjoy the game. Number 3. What's this? Control and God are separate from you. So this is saying that religion will tell you God is out there. God is out there, all powerful, and you're a mere human being, versus spirituality, which will tell you that you are God. You are a co-creator with the divine, creating the life that you live in. Can we create a way out of this way and that way? Of course we can with manifestation. We're in complete control. Religion will not tell you that. Religion will tell you that the control is out of your hands. You've just got to follow the rules and be a good little boy. Number 4. God is a man. I've had people tell me, no, God's a woman. God's this colour. God's that colour. I saw God once in meditation, very briefly, and he was a blinding white light. Let me tell you that. God is unconditional love. Spirituality will teach you God is, everything is an energy, but God is the energy of unconditional love. And he is a giant, blinding white light, as we are all just white light in vibration, vibrating at such a low rate that we turn into physical matter in a geometrical, mathematical, organized pattern by someone who created the design. Which is part us, but God isn't a man or a woman. God is the Alpha and the Omega, the all, everything, anything you can think of. That's pretty much God, including these beautiful eyebrows, baby. Oh, distract myself. Number 5. Religion will tell you, you must live a certain way or you will be damned to hell. Versus spirituality, there is no such thing as hell. There is no right or wrong, just experience. Humans add good or bad to things, but these things are changeable and perspective driven. Okay? So what I mean by that is, if I eat Marmite on toast, Marmite on toast. I don't know if you have Marmite over there in the States, but it's a yeast extract. Yes, it tastes how it sounds. Beautiful. Lots of people hate it. And Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. I love it. My perspective is, Marmite, very expensive, but worth every penny. Other people's perspective wouldn't even, that is gross. What is that? It looks like something that's just dripped out the bottom of my Land Rover. Seriously. And it tastes like it too. That's some people's perspective. But that is our reality we live in. Isn't it? If I'm sitting here making YouTube videos at a 37-year-old man, and I'm putting a lot of effort into talking about spirituality to the bloke down the road who's been a scaffolder for 30 years and just wants to get the work done and get down the pub, talk to his mates, I just want to have a pint, earn me money, pour poison down me neck, right down into me gullet, stumble home drunk and poisoned, gamble and bet and just crack on with the rat race. He's going to think I'm insane. What are you doing putting all this effort into sitting there talking about hocus pocus? Whereas to me, there is no, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, there is nothing more important that I do with my life than raise my children and look after my family and talk about God and the things that I've personally experienced and the things I've personally been through. Because I'm not a liar. I do not like to lie. I do not like to step into that vibration of that negative space of deceit, because that can lead to just horrible places. I've seen it. So anything I talk about, I've genuinely experienced myself. So yeah, there is no right or wrong. To the bloke down the road, hey, I want to have a beer. I'm looking thinking, nah, mate, that's no good. But he's thinking, what? I'm earning me money. I'm having a laugh with me mates. What's wrong with it? And there is nothing wrong with it. This is what I'm saying. Who's to say I'm right? He's right. I'm wrong. He's wrong. Who the bloody hell put us in charge? God just laughs at our plans. Woo! Number 6, religion. God will judge you and condemn. Versus spirituality. God will never judge you. Only you can judge yourself. This is something that's very commonly known as well. If you listen to NDEs, I've been watching and studying NDEs for 3.5 years now. And hundreds, if maybe thousands of different NDEs. I'm addicted to them. I love them. And 95%, no, I'm going to scrap that. 100% of that ones that I've studied will say, God was not judging me. The guardian angels, my spirit guides, the people that were with me, even if, the presence that was there, They were showing me nothing but unconditional love and understanding. I was judging myself because the behavior I showed in the human plane is now being shown in the light, every dark shadow of it. Not only that, it's being shown right in front of the divine God himself. Oh my God. Oh man, I shouldn't have killed that spider. Number 7, you must believe in Christ to get into heaven. This is a funny one. V.S Spirituality. Heaven is a state of being at peace. If you believe in spirit, not human, that you have lived your life fully, you will be in heaven. This is okay. So if you cross over, there is a level of believing in something greater, the divine, the light at the end of the tunnel. There is. But you will be saved because certain people have passed over and have been in turmoil. Maybe they've done something they shouldn't have. And they've created a type of hell, a type of conscious hell. And maybe it feels like they've been in there for eternity because there is no time. And something deep down in their soul says, cry out for help. And you scream out for God, Christ, Buddha, Vishnu, Muhammad, whoever you cry out for will come to save you and take you back to heaven. You are not condemned to a hellish place for eternity. It may feel that way because surely any separation from the divine for even a second would be too long, wouldn't it? It's very, very important to remember that. Even if you're an atheist, agnostic, don't believe in anything at all, you pass over, you're still going to find yourself in heaven, baby. How beautiful is that? Oh, yeah. That brings us on to number 8. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. We're getting through the list. Oh, yeah. Number 8. God has conditions. V.S Spirituality. God will love you eternally, no matter what you do. So in the Bible, let's say, it says, you mustn't do this, you mustn't do that, you must do this, you must do that. That comes with conditions. I will let you into heaven and love you if you meet these certain conditions. How is that an all-loving father? How is that is such a hypocrite? That's why people fall out of religion. Stop being hypocrites. One minute you're telling me this is an all-loving creator father that will love you for eternity, but don't annoy him because he's going to set you on fire and stick you with the devil. No, come on. That doesn't sit right with people anymore. God will love you eternally because just you being alive down here and separate in, the illusion of separation from the divine, the illusion of separation from that unconditional love. Our true home in heaven, coming to a place like earth where people get hurt, there's violence, there's murder, there's all sorts going on down here. And we have to live amongst it as unconditional loving human beings, as fingers on the hand of God himself. So just being here and being born into a physical body that can be riddled with disease and pain, you are doing something for God that is so worthwhile. You are gathering experience, good and bad, which makes a whole, which gives a 360 contrast, which means consciousness can grow. We need the light and the shadows. Do not judge yourselves, people. You are not going to hell if you have done something bad. You are down here being a spiritual warrior. If you've stepped into a bad role, a villainous role, then good on you. If you've had to play that part, somebody had to play it. How many lessons have you taught the people that you've hurt? How many lessons have you learnt yourself? How much wisdom and experience has been gathered and sent back to the grace, the divine, the consciousness for the universe to continually grow for eternity? How much work have you truly done through that pain? Listen to the spirituality. Do not listen to the religion that tells you that you must meet certain conditions to meet God's love. It is a big no-no for me, that one. I really cannot stand it when I hear people saying, you ain't going here, you ain't doing that, you're doing things wrong. Go read a book, eh? Go read a bloody book. All right? And not that book. Hey, number 9. Woo, I was getting worked up on that one. Number 9. Names, only one God. So, yeah. So we have lots of names and we believe that there's only one God per religion and that's the right God. V.S Spirituality, who would say there is only one God, but with many names. Come on. Which one sounds more realistic? There was only a God over that part of the planet. And we must follow that God, even if we're nowhere near. There was only a God near America and England and Europe. And that's where he only visited. There was only, or was there one God who managed to split himself into multiple personalities to express himself to the indigenous people of that area as to feel comfortable, as to pass on the culture, the wisdom and the knowledge of that part of the planet in the hope that we may reunite and share our experiences in love, not start wars with each other saying my God was better than your God and your God's wrong, my God's better. It's all the same person, people, and he's not even person like we talked about. He's a big ball of blinding, loving light. Yeah, that's right. We're getting there. We're getting there. And this follows number 8, actually. This follows number 8, sin. 10, the big SIN. Come on. Versus spirituality. There's just no such thing. Now, this is something that has really helped me on my spiritual journey. The book's going down. We know what that means. The book's down. It's done. Let's change over to the big screen and carry on with what we've got from this video. So, sin. Sin, sin, sin. This comes with conditions, doesn't it? Number 8, God will only love me if I meet certain conditions. Sin. Okay, let's be really careful what we say here, because there is positive and negative. Okay, there's a positive and negative experience, shall we say. We have our desires. Our ego, in fact, I believe, has the desire. I know I love a comfortable chair. I do. I love feeling comfortable and watching a good documentary, maybe a good near-death experience, good show about spirituality. We have things we don't like. I don't like getting hurt. I don't like seeing people get hurt. I don't like hearing someone's been robbed, someone's been hurt, someone's car's been taken, someone's been violently assaulted, or worse. I don't like that stuff. That stuff to me doesn't belong in my life, and it shouldn't belong on this planet. Now, that sounds very hypocritical because, yes, I've just told you there's no such thing as good and bad. Now, that is true on a spiritual level. This is the thing, people. We are humans at the moment, but we are eternal spirits. And a lot of the lessons that we learn, we will not really learn until we pass back over and we get to see them from a 360 point of view. We get to feel everything from the all-round perspective. That can be frustrating, can't it? Can't that be frustrating that we might not get the answers we want until the end? But one thing I can promise you is that you're not going to be judged, because your life was already planned before you came here. You would have agreed to do the things you've done, and it would have been agreed for a good purpose. Believe me on that one. God and the angels and the guardians and the people that help us, guide us, plan our lives here on earth, they don't just throw us down here for no purpose, just to watch us get on. They throw us down here for an experience, a specific experience. And if you're living right now, whatever you're doing, believe me, you're perfectly where you're supposed to be in your experience. It cannot be any other way, but we can't see it from the turmoil of earth. We cannot see how the bloke down the road who just hit a dog, how can that be anything but bad? Where is the lesson in that? Where is the lesson in the 3-year-old that was taken too early from this planet in our eyes? We will not feel that or know that yet unless we do a tremendous amount of work. And I do not know if humans truly have the ability within inside of us just yet, to really understand loss and to understand that there is no such thing. Now, there is a great shift in consciousness coming, and I honestly feel that humans will get to that point where a loved one can pass and we feel the pain, but we know we'll see them soon, and it's a blink of an eye in cosmosis time, cosmic time. Yeah, blink of an eye in cosmic time. Don't know where the cosmosis came from. Don't even know if that's a word. But what I was trying to get at is on the spiritual side, when you pass back over, we just dip our foot into life here. We just dip our toe in, you know, and then we pop back out, and it's all just been a big game. And that's what we need to remember, that this is only temporary. It's not permanent. Anything you're feeling here is just a temporary state of being. And when we pass back over, we will pass back over into our true state of unconditional love. And love is the one thing we do take with us, the relationships we've built here on planet Earth. We 100% take that back with us to heaven, and all the experiences, positive and negative, that we have gained. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, you're all perfect where you are. Don't ever feel guilty for the things you've done. Live your life how you want to. Be free. We have free will for a reason. It creates a whole rounded experience. I want to thank you for being down here on Earth and with all of us at this great time of awakening. It's not easy, but it is beautiful and amazing. I want to wish you all the best on your journey, on your soul journey, and on your soul experience. Until the next time, you great people, I will see you soon. Much love, take care, and goodbye for now.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long.